beautiful part of the world. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I trust you are having a wonderful, blessed day. Welcome to the Valley of Swat and a very rocky terrain. On today's video, I'm going to show you something very unusual related to our journey last night and where the Stone Age meets the modern age. Last night, we traveled for more or less 90 minutes from that direction. And as you can see, the condition of the roads and the area, it was very rough, unlit roads, potentially dangerous at times, single track roads, and many of the roads were like this. However, being a crazy explorer, what I found at the other side was just amazing. And this was flowing majestically last night like it is today. So let's just go and have a look. So the Swat Valley and the district of Swat, it's known for its picturesque mountains and its hills, its majestic views of the Hindu Kush, its lush green valleys, its scenic beauty, and its glaciers and its lakes. However, these are some of the roads that link some more modern infrastructure. However, when we were traveling last night, you could imagine all the prayers were at the forefront of the heart and moist on the tongue, the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All the faithful stories that you hear that mostly are untrue. We're all playing hide and seek last night. Fight and flight was there, then confidence was there, then fight and flight disappeared, replaced by positive thoughts. The people of KPK are generally very, very friendly, hospitable. However, thoughts of the vehicle breaking down with the family, having a puncture, etc., etc., you could just imagine on roads like this. And these are fairly smooth in comparison to some of the roads last night. So check out the video. So the area that I'm walking, or the previous video should I say, so the area I'm walking to now is known as Bahrain. So ladies and gents, welcome to Bahrain. And this is the entry point to Bahrain. I always thought Bahrain was in the Middle East, but Bahrain is actually in the Swat Valley. It nestles itself in between mountains. And some houses on the sides can be seen. However, this is the entry point, might be the exit point actually. The alarm is about 45 kilometers ish in the opposite direction, and the road conditions change from this to a little bit better to this, and all of a sudden there's a nice standard of shop and nicer buildings. Lasheen, how do you say that? Lasheen Hotel, the Marina Hotel, Swat Shawls, and it's just so different. Like I say, from the Stone Age to a relative modern age. Swat is known for its handicrafts and its trucks and the art on the trucks and their lovely materials. Look at this, mashallah, beautiful colours. And then next door is the Swiss Palace Hotel. And there's modern vehicles all of a sudden. It's really surprising. And last night, when we were travelling through here, it was total darkness on one side, and then the bazaar was lit up. There was life and people shopping, eating at the restaurants, at the cafes. People sat on the verandas of the hotels. And now it's an early part of the morning. business appears to be starting. Jazakallah. And there's bargaining going on. You must bargain when it comes to time for eating and buying. You start at £4,000 and he will then sell at 1,000 rupees. And local taxis are often this size that will take you up towards the mountains and towards the glaciers and various parts of the valleys. It's very difficult for smaller vehicles to travel because of the conditions of the road, so it's all 4x4s. So as I wander through, let me tell you a little bit more about the culture. So the area is dominated 99.9% by Pathans. So Pathans, or sometimes known as Pashtuns, are known for Pashtun Valley, a code of honor. So Pathans, or sometimes known as Pashtuns, have a particular code of honor. A code of honor where they have a lot of emphasis on love, forgiveness, a fundamental culture which affects each and every social class, and their milmastia. Their hospitality has no bounds. Looking after a guest, from simply inviting you for a cup of tea or giving you a place to stay at night, and historically people keep waving and saying salam, so I keep missing what I'm attempting to talk about. So I think I was talking about Pashtuns. And something that I didn't know, actually discovered fairly recently, is that in the northern parts it's known as Pukhto, and in the southern parts it's known as Pashto. And here is something very traditional. Here we go. In English known as snuff, and in this part of the world known as naswar, huge blocks. Look at that. The whole block is normally chewed for hours on end and then spat out later. And historically Pathans are known for the Khilji, some places written as Khilji and Lodi dynasties, and their influence and resilience has no bounds, and their massive influences in Afghanistan and in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa here in Pakistan. The language is known as Pashto, various different dialects right across different borders. And it was very noisy in that part of the bazaar as a policeman whistles away. So, being in this area, they're speaking Pashto or Pakhto. So, ilaki hisab sara chide no khalq dir mehman nawaz di, khub zaban di, khadi mohabbat te paki. They have qualities of courage, honour and dignity. Or bazi bazi zeunu ki ilako ki zabanu nabal shani le jalo wa nibal shani टोपिया निबल शानी और सिर्फ ज़बान खबर न ज़बान पसे चिदन ज़बान और छतरीगा अवे लाने चिदन ब्यादिया सारी कवानीन भी पुख्तून दोपारा पुख्तो दोपारा अवे ऐसा बात के दिल लगा कुल ज़िंदगी के रावस्तल इज़्ज़त शो मेहमान नवाज़िश ला मुशर किशर बियंदल द्वे दोपारा इज़्ज़त बड़ू की बाने शफ़क़त इदारी Islam, such Islam muntawai, such zaban muntawai, such culture muntawai. हर से की चिरन अल्लाह पाक याद होल और so I forgot where I was. Yani all the qualities, इंसानियत, शफ़क़त, yani yo नुमाइंदा जोड़ेदन being a role model, sitting, eating, walking, doing business, going to the masjid, praying. Our looks, our dress, and talking about dress, particularly Pathans, they will often have a turban. And Assalamu alaikum, they will have a turban, and on one side will normally drape to the left or to the right with many people. Many Pathans will wear white hats. And in this part of the world, although the sun is out, it's about 25 degrees. That's fairly cool for this part of the world, because in other states in Pakistan it will be 45 degrees plus at the moment. That's a loud pressure horn. Pathans have a strong sense of identity, their lineage, particular how they behave around the whole structure of their lineage. Adam Zais, Yusuf Zais, Adam Khels, etc., etc. They're truly proud of their identity. They have warrior-like attributes within their bloodstreams. They will often proudly have flags that represent the same on their cars and on their vehicles. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They have played a very significant role in politics, trade. They have a strong sense of community. MashaAllah. And they know how to wheel around as well. And festivals, Eid al-Adhan, Eid al-Fitr, are celebrated amongst these communities. And also Nowruz in certain parts as well, the Persian New Year. I'm always attracted by the lovely colours to these very simple, humble shops. And in this case, wooden steps that go upwards. Assalamu alaikum. And as I walk, he's waving at me. Assalamu alaikum, how are you? So whilst I'm wandering along, some people have stopped me. MashaAllah, family from Sialkot who are
from Sialkot, Abdul Qayyum Chadad, Shagupura.
MashaAllah.
Italy, Italian.
And you're from Italy?
Yes, I'm Italian national.
MashaAllah. Which city in Italy?
Rome.
Rome, MashaAllah, the capital city.
Capital city of Italy.
MashaAllah. And how long have you been in Italy?
20 years.
20 years, MashaAllah. And what keeps you busy in Italy?
A businessman.
And what line of business are you in?
Benzina, you call the distribution of petrol.
Acha, petroleum distribution. MashaAllah. And how often do you come to Pakistan?
Every year for 3 or 2 months.
MashaAllah. And do you have a message in Italian for all the overseas Pakistanis?
In Italian or in भाइयों पाकिस्तान से प्यार करो, पाकिस्तान में इन्वेस्ट करो, पाकिस्तान की टूरिज्म को प्रमोट करो. इतने प्यारे इलाके हैं. मैं स्विट्जरलैंड में फिरा हूँ, जर्मनी में फिरा हूँ, बेल्जियम में फिरा हूँ, लेकिन हमारे इलाके जो कलाम के हैं इतने खूबसूरत हैं कि इधर आके इनको एक्सप्लोर करो, इधर इन्वेस्टमेंट करो और टूरिज्म को फ्लोर दो.
माशाल्लाह.
ठीक है सर.
और यानी यूरोप के हिसाब से अगर हम इकोनॉमिकल तौर पे इसका हिसाब कर ले, मसलन overseas Pakistanis, they go to Tunisia, they go to Egypt and across into Spain. Why should they come to Pakistan instead?
Pakistan is very beautiful country. इतने प्यारे इलाके हैं भाई साहब कुमराट वैली में.
And it's cheap.
और चीप भी है. और इसमें कास्ट बहुत कम आती है. हम लोग जो 5 दोस्त 6 दोस्त आ रहे हैं तो इसमें कोई कास्ट नहीं हमारे लिए. तो इधर मैं स्पेन में जाऊंगा तो मैं यूरो में खर्च करूंगा और इधर मैं खर्च करूंगा, पाकिस्तान की इकॉनमी बढ़ेगी भाई साहब.
Perfect.
सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये.
Absolutely perfect. Jazakallah.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful, blessed day, bhai.
Thank you, bhai.
And thank you
you.
for waving me down.
Thank you.
And just saying hello. It's lovely to meet you.
हेलो
Jazakallah.
हेलो थैंक यू सर आपका नाम सर
Javed Khan.
जावेद खान साहब
जी।
बहुत शुक्रिया आपको आपसे मिलकर बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हुई
Jazakallah. Thank you,
जज़ाकल्लाह
brother.
आप इटली में हो हम आपको मेहमान नवाजी करेगा
Thank you, brother.
इधर
Yeah.
पाकिस्तान में हम बस अगले हफ्ते जा रहे हैं वापस
Allah ji make it easy for you.
थैंक यू
Jazakallah.
सो मच
And off they go. The gentlemen are from Sialkot, and mashallah, look, probably a multilingual. I was saying a multilingual gentleman. Italian, English, Urdu, and probably some others as well.